Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 22 Day 1. It is a brown day and we will be seeing a lot of Krakens most likely. I know in PvP we've been seeing an increased amount, but we're also going to be seeing an increased amount in Guild Wars. The main reason for this, for both of them, well, other than Kraken being very strong, is the fact that we're also, everyone's able to get it this week. Asha was released, what, 2 weeks ago? 1 week ago? I forget already. I think it was 2. But Asha was released recently, and it came with 2 green-purple treat stones that allowed it to easily get up a Kraken. Other than that, they also have it within the event key drop pool right now. It is the only legends currently in the event key drop pool, and because of that, of course, a lot of people are deciding to go Krakens now, because some people that didn't have it before now have it and are trying it, so definitely going to see a lot of Krakens is the bottom line. So that's unfortunate because Kraken is quite annoying of a troop, that is definitely for sure. Oops, let me go bring chat up, I can't even see. Hello everyone, hello Henny, hello Gilax, hello Strawn, hello Derek, hello Mortax, hello Iron Malt, welcome, hello Bloodstained, hello Amanda, hello Philip, welcome all, welcome. If anyone has any questions, team builds you want me to do, anything of the such, feel free to leave them in chat and we'll definitely, come on, move. We'll definitely make sure to get around to all of them. So, very nice double Corvash. This is what double Corvash is meant for right there. Destroying those double wisps, so we don't need to deal with them. Very nice, very nice. Get Gorgolfa up. Last little bit that we need on there. And, ooh, I do not have a drain for that. Nor will we be able to get Famine up quick enough, so I'm going to go for the double disable. I don't think he's going to go for the skull. No, he doesn't. So he'll just go for the double right there. We'll take some of our free mana and hopefully get full mana on the Famine for short. There we go, right off the Cascade. He does not get his Kraken. We do have that Fortitude back there. So ideally, he'll be able to stay alive and make sure that none of the Devourers will actually hit us. So he'll serve us that purpose. I'll try getting Corvash right now. Let's actually get full mana on him. This will allow us to double kill the front lines. Before I do, though, let me go and get rid of Kraken, or at least a really good amount of damage onto him. Move that over, and then the double Corvash. Oh, wait, that was not enough damage to kill the other one? How much damage are you doing? 27. Apparently not. Never mind. Thought that would be enough to kill that one wisp. Well, plan B is, actually, I don't know what plan B is. I guess another skull? Oh, actually, Gorgolfa will be enough to kill it right here. So we'll take the blue. Gorgolfa will get filled. I mean, what's his name? Corvash will get filled off the Gorgolfa there. And then we can just Famine into Corvash for the win. So take the Famine and Corvash for the double kill. Down he goes. There was an extra turn still there, but we didn't really need it. It would just take away a turn of ours. Not too bad. As long as we can get a perfect score, should be fine. Also, we might see some different teams for once than what we normally do. I say that. Actually, that's a little bit different. But the main reason is we are indeed in Bracket 2 this week. We did end up moving down, so we will have to deal with this. This is somewhat a good thing in a way. Well, mostly bad, because I believe we get at minimum 100 less gems. But as far as our sanity, it's going to be a lot easier to win this week than what it normally is. I believe we're on track for being number 1 in Bracket 2, so it should be good. We have only done 130 of our battles, so 20 less than them. And they're second place right now, and we're pretty much the same score as them with 20 less battles, so that's pretty nice. I should be able to maintain definitely the top 2. They're number 2 right now. So we should definitely get back into the Bracket 1, possibly even first place Bracket 2. So ideally that will happen. Doesn't matter if we make first or second though. Both will give the exact same result. As long as we make one of the 2, it'll be fine. Yeah, it should be a pretty easy week. I don't want to jinx myself, but it should be a pretty easy week. The battles are, there is a quite noticeable difference between Bracket 1 and Bracket 2, that is for sure. It should be a nice break compared to all the stuff that we normally have to deal with on a given week. Okay. Skull, we're not frozen yet, so we can still throw that. I need the Famine down, which we do actually have, surprisingly. The biggest threat on this team would probably be the Queen Mab. Well, actually the Wisp, but we can't target the Wisp. So Queen Mab it is. Skull, I don't believe I go for. I just go for mana instead. This will give us full Gorgolfa that we'll be able to use on him. Very nice, extra turn right there. Skull Poke will not be enough, though I might still take it just to get a little bit of damage on him. Maybe. I'm worried about that Wisp, but we do have Corvash, so I guess that will handle it. Let's move that down. He goes for a Skull. Oh, and he still gets the Wisp. Of course. A double Wisp. A triple? No, we didn't get triple. Really? Okay. Well, we're 1 mana off on the Golf. I might as well go for it. Leak mana will go into him. Great time to fam. Oh, we don't have famine. Hello. A little late. Nope, don't have him yet. So we'll go kill those two. A lot of damage. Oh, don't you dare kill us, Queen Mab. No, don't even think about it. She might get away with that. She seriously might get away with killing us. That would definitely not be good. The next attack she does is going to do a really substantial amount of damage to us. I have no way of targeting her down other than getting Famine up, so let's focus everything we have to trying to get Famine. So every single time, every turn we do from here to the end, needs to be getting 1 more Famine cast. Very nice, and that is enough to go, maybe not kill her, but at least enough to knock her down so another cast will follow up. So right here, I'm going to go for the Gorgolfa for the kill. We'll leave it at that 1 HP. Maybe even Famine will kill it over time. We'll throw a High Forge. Let's see. Which one do we go for? I think we take the yellow. Let it do whatever. We then throw down a... You know, I'm just going to kill it. Just to play it safe. There we go. Down goes. I'm not going to mess around with it. So we'll go through... Not High Forge yet, in case that dies. Throw down the Corvash. And now we just need the last little bit of damage to go and finish that one off. All it has is a mana drain, but it could skull us pretty hard. That's the main concern right now. We'll go move that over, get a Gorgolfa down. Come on, Famine. Go for their little poke. Nice, exactly what we needed in that match. You're just lucky you aren't playing us this week. Oh, are we... Wait, which guild was yours again, Strawn? Or are you in bracket 1 right now? Are you in bracket 2? Well, regardless, we're not up against you. So if you were in bracket 2, I could do Process of Elimination and get about a 33% chance of guessing which guild is yours. Let's see. Is it Black Pearl? I think it's Black Pearl. Oh, never mind. We're up against Black Pearl. It's not Black Pearl. Oh, no. Which one is yours? I forget. Oh, Shran is Solophobia. Last you checked. Ah, okay. Oh, we didn't end up getting you? Come on. We had 6 people and we didn't end up getting you. That means only 3 of them weren't, because there's 10 in each bracket. 6 of them are what we face. 1 of them is us. So that means you were one of the 3 that we didn't end up getting. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, let's go against Angel. Of course, double Wisp, KrissTigger, Queen Mab. At least it doesn't use a Kraken variant. But that summon can still be pretty annoying on it. We'll want to get an early Corvash so we can go and drain him and go from there. Oh, Tacet, can't you target the Wisp then when it's stunned? Yes, you can. Oh, was it stunned in the previous battle when I said I couldn't target it? Oh, that was a fail. But yes, if we Corvash it, that does allow us to target it, assuming that the Wisp is stunned. So we can do that with a High Forge if we happen to kill one of those already, or with a Corvash if one of his random stuns happens to hit the Wisp that we need to disable. So yes, we can stun them that way. Okay, got a little bit of value out of that. Let's see. It's going to get double Wisp. I'm going to need to just do that. Whatever it does, it's not going to go for the skull, so I don't need to worry about matching it like that. Please, stop doing Wisps. We'll just take the yellow to brown and then Corvash and go... Gorgolfa and go from there. Luckily, that is not a Wisp, or we would have pretty much just lost right then and there due to the mana drain. Because we desperately needed that drain right there. Yellow Surge or Green Surge? Green Surge can give us full mana, and I got it. Perfect. Right on time. Let's get rid of KrissTigger so he doesn't get a summon. High Forge, you ideally would be enough. Exactly enough. 33 damage. I'll take it. And down goes his only summoner. Well, now that we don't need to deal with that, we just have to go and kill Queen Mab is the next order of business. Double Skull will not land a kill. I'm still going to go for it, though, just so we have 1 less Wisp to deal with soon. Corvash will be able to pick that off. And there we go. Now we don't need to really deal with the Wisps that much anymore. We can just Corvash, Gorgolfa, Famine, and go from there. It is stunned right now, too, so we will be able to do that. Or just kill it with Skulls. Ow. Wow, that hits hard. Skull or double poke? I think I skull and take the mana. And now we single poke. Get our summon. Oh, of course, like the worst possible summon. He's blocking us on brown and blue, so we only get 1 more Corvash for the entirety of this battle. Gotta use it wisely. Nice, extra turn spam. And now we can just skull into a Corvash, and as long as he doesn't do something insane, we win. Or if I'm 2 damage short. Or if I'm 2 damage short. Fail. Well then. I guess we Corvash now, take a yellow or something. Of course, it takes the yellow we needed. Oh, we can still take brown. No, I gave it a skull! No! Oh, demonic pack. That is the luckiest demonic pack I've seen in a while. Very nice. That doesn't solve the problem that we don't have enough damage to kill it, though. I can't rush anything. I can't take brown. I can't take purple, which would fill him. I could try taking red, but this is the only red I'm going to be able to get. Oop, a free purple for it, of course. Oh, there we go. Skull! How lucky. Well, demonic pact actually saved us about 100 or 200 points right there. That was pretty lucky. And we finally hit 1.9k. I should have done that last night. Sometimes forget to do it on Monday. It doesn't really matter, though. You only get, like, what, 1 extra glory for, per day. And that means we only missed, like, 1 glory. We can get that in a matter of seconds. The daily glory thing used to be a lot more important in this game. At one point, the daily glory that you would get from PvP used to be the only way to actually obtain glory. Of course, nowadays, there's, like, a billion different ways to gain glory. But at one point, there was only one, and that was from the daily thing. Finally, haircut. No, I didn't end up getting a haircut. It's just I sometimes do my hair differently, like when I took a shower or something. It might look like I got a haircut. This is what my hair looks like when it's all pressed down. This is still the same amount of hair I've always had. It just happens to look like a haircut. My hair just naturally curls like crazy. I don't like deliberately do that or anything. It just really loves to curl. But this is what it looks like when it's like pressed down. It's still the exact same amount of hair though. It's not any kind of gel or anything. It's just that I took a shower recently, so it's still pressed down from the water. Anyways, let's get this Gorgolfa up. We do have to deal with Scion this time, though, so he could drain us at any point. Might want to focus more on a different troop, but I've already started on the Gorgolfa, so I might as well commit to it. There we go, perfect. As long as he doesn't drain us randomly, and he doesn't. Very nice, very nice. Oh, we even got the turn. So we'll go for that then again. He does get to drain. Oh, wait. Oh, we stunned him. Never mind. He doesn't get to drain. Perfect. Aha. Sweet. So we were able to get that stun off. I'll get Corvash up right now just to ensure that we get another stun to make sure he can't drain us. So we got pretty lucky there because now we get to run basically the whole battle without him ever draining us once with his Scion. That's pretty fortunate. He's still going to get a random drain on us, I'm pretty sure. Yep, right there, right there, right there. What did I just say? Fail. Well then, that's very unfortunate. Though I totally saw that coming from a mile away. He'll cleanse the second he takes a skull, and then just go crazy. Getting that drain. Now we have to go get Famine all the way back up. Oh! Oh, we need to get Famine now, and there's no greens. We're not frozen on purple. Please, find a green somehow. We really need a green. This won't be enough mana. He's gonna get a Famine on us. Okay, good. He's dumb and didn't go for the right move. Good job, AI. You got this. No, you don't. I could go for Brown Surge, or I could just take the green. Yeah, let's just go for that. We get the brown anyways. Famine right on time. Do I get rid of Scion? Actually, I wouldn't get rid of it. But what do I go for here? I'm leaning towards Scion, because if I don't aim Scion, he drains my Gorgolfa next turn. Okay. Where does this bring us? Take the free skull. Brown. We are frozen on it, so I can't actually take it, so we'll just Gorgolfa instead. That gives us Famine and Corvash. So we should be safe from here, as long as he doesn't do some kind of ridiculous move. I don't really foresee us losing at this point. So we can go for which one first? Let's go for that. Get ready on the Famine soon. I don't want to throw it yet, though. I want to wait till they get just a little bit more like that. Okay, now we should probably throw it. And get that down. Get a Gorgolfa in there to try getting some more of mana. High Forge, get Corvash. Actually, that combo right there might be enough. Let's see. Yep, that will be enough damage. Barely. 27. One additional to what we needed. And down it goes. And I believe that was our final battle. Was it not? No, never mind. We still have one more battle. Oh, that would be a bad score if that was. That would definitely be a pretty bad score. But we still have our final battle against the Viddy. Also, hello, Lowlight. Welcome. Also, hello, Bridge, if I didn't already say hello. And say good game, well played. Welcome as well. Forest Troll, double Kraken, Queen Mab. Hello, Krakens. I wish I could use Krakens to counter Krakens, but only green-purple days will allow us to do that. I'll definitely need to make sure to do so. Might even do a whole video just going over Krakens. I used to do that a lot, where I would do the video of the week on, or I would do a separate video going over whatever legend is in the event key drop pool. Normally, I've been stopped doing that, particularly on weeks when the legend is pretty useless. But it would make sense to do it this week due to Kraken being arguably the best troop in the entire game right now. It has the best Devour. It has a lot of good capability as far as damage and everything else. But its two biggest things that's most noteworthy for is its best Devour and it's the best extra turn value. With the only exception being maybe Queen Mab at getting better extra turn value, and possibly also what's his name? Infernus? No, what was that one guy? The mythic that burns everything. Why can I not remember his name? But that one as well. Anyways, let's get into it. Gotta make sure the Forest Troll doesn't get mana. Only bad thing about the team I'm using, which I should have slotted something in for. I have no way of removing green from the board. Generally, when you're up against a single troll like that, that's going to be spamming a lot of the color. You want to have a color removal. He's going to be making the entire board green and blue, so it would have been pretty useful to have removal for that. It's not going to be mandatory, but it definitely would have helped a little. I'll go move that over. Let's see. Take red, sure. And green to the purple. Pretty okay start. Not the best, not the worst. Take some yellows. Go, go, go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that wasn't good. I'm trying to deliberately freeze our stuff. Well, not deliberately, but... Okay. He has the Devour chance, or kind of doesn't because we have the Impervious there, or at least the immune to it. So we'll just keep poking on greens. Whoa! What are you doing with all that? Whoa! Well, there goes our summoner. Wow? Well then. Well, we got Famine up. Let's hope he has enough capability to protect us from what just happens. Oh, we don't have any summon anymore. That's why I didn't really like putting him in last slot, but that's the only way we can really protect against the Kraken. Skull, I gotta let him have. I need to throw Famine right now. Who's the biggest threat at this point? I guess we just get rid of him, so we don't need to deal with him anymore. So now he doesn't use brown. He also can't double the greens, meaning he only really focuses on blues now. One less thing to have to worry about with him. Take a skull and start working on the two Krakens. If nothing else, at least he didn't get the Devour. If it was down to just Gorgulfa Famine, we probably would lose right now. Gotta keep poking our manas. Corvash will help against everything except that Queen Mab, which I need to make sure I have at least a Famine up to be able to handle that. Okay, good. Oh, I also gotta be really careful. 2 extra turns and he kills me on my Corvash. He's very low right now. Oh wait, never mind. 1 extra turn would kill him. He does 6 damage per extra turn. Oh wow, that is really bad then. At any moment he could just die. Okay, good. He did not get anything. We'll just go move that over. And I guess we throw the Corvash because he gets the highest threat of dying at any moment. We'll throw that down. Okay, he gives us a bunch of skull. He will end up getting a skull, though it hitting a Gorgulfa isn't really going to do much. We can take a red. Don't believe I'm going to go for that, though. I'm going to take this one. Hope he takes this bottom one. And then hope he ends up triggering a extra skull for us, a free skull. No, he does not, though it does leave a skull there, so if we want to take it, we can. And I believe I will. Let me move that over first, though. Oh, perfect. Free turn skull. Even better. And now we have a Famine that we can use. Let me go get Corvash up. Or actually, you know what? Let's take the skull for free. Or not for free, but, you know, move it down so we can take it. There we go. Another Corvash. We'll throw that pretty much immediately. No, live, 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 live. No! Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Well, then. I think we just lost. Because Queen Mab gets to kill us. Regardless of what we do at this point. And now Kraken just killed us. Demonic Pack, go! How lucky can we get with Demonic Pack today? Nope, not that lucky. Well, that's escalated quickly. All the cascades. That looks pretty bad, yeah. Rip. Well, it'll happen. Well, that went awful in the final battle, but still. We're in 2nd place now due to that. I think someone else is doing battles too in my guild. But we'll easily be able to take first and then go from there. So we still have 15 battles left, and we'll easily be able to take first place. We're in 2nd right now, and they already did all of their battles. So we know for sure that the person in second place has already done all of them. So we're just, with that just alone, we know that we're pretty much making at minimum second, which is all we need to do to get back to bracket 1. So we are safe. So we can kind of mess around a little bit more than what we normally do this week, than what I'm normally able to do. Because even if we 4-5 every single day, which ideally we won't have happen, but even if we were to do that due to messing around, it wouldn't matter as much because I believe we will still make the top 2. So if there was ever a week to kind of mess around, I might do that on a couple of these days. Maybe one day we'll go like triple Kraken with like something for the Guild Wars. Maybe even quad Kraken. I think one of these days on green or purple day. When's the next green or end or purple day? Of course, they're both at the end of the week. One of these 2 days, or both of these 2 days, we're going to need to run 4 times Krakens just for fun. I know that's not really that good of a team, but I want to do it just for the sake of it. Yeah, just to see what happens. At least for one battle, if nothing else. Anyways, that happened. Let's go and do our dungeons and everything else. And if you guys have any teams you want me to show or have any questions or anything of the such, feel free to leave them. You don't understand Dragon Turtle. You used for extra gems, and it submerge after it attacks. So what I'd it be doing in the submerge part? Oh, when it submerges, what submerge does is any attack that hits all of your allies, it will dodge. So for example, a Christinax, a Dragon Soul, a Draculus, a Crimson Bat, stuff like that. Anything that hits all of your allies, if it's still in a submerge, it will dodge that attack. So for example, let's say, I forget if it works on Scion. Pretty sure it does. But if Scion ends up hitting your entire team, it will dodge the true damage on it if it's submerged. It will not dodge the mana drain. But here's a better example, like something like a Draculus. Draculus does 17 true damage to all your enemies, or all allies, or, you know, all of the opposing team. And when it does that, if you have a submerged troop, it will dodge the entirety of his attack. Only the submerged troop will. So you can use that basically to dodge those kind of things. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it does not work on Kraken's final trait, which would have been probably the most useful purpose it could have, though it does not function in that way. I don't know if that's a bug, or if they're going to fix that, or if that's actually intended or not, because I believe it says specifically that it only works on abilities, which, of course, that is a trait, not an ability. So I'm not quite sure with that, but yeah. Feel free to ask repetitively. Oh yeah, don't feel bad to constantly keep asking me a question. Sometimes I don't notice it. What was your question? I don't even see where it is. I don't miss that much of chat. I try not to anyways. Yeah, who was it who was messaging earlier? You mentioned a name in there, but I don't even see the name in the entirety of chat. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them. And make sure to keep spamming them in case I don't accidentally see it. Okay, where do we go? We'll go put it over to the red, double the browns. I think someone had to ask me something like 10 times before. It's just the way that I sometimes look at chat is I'll focus on one little chat message and then I'll move on to the next one. But sometimes in me focusing on one, I'll miss like 5 other ones. Hello, Nautical. Welcome. Oh, can you do the one you said? Oh, Bloodstained. What did you end up saying? Can you still try the team, Tacet? For war, do honor Tesla. Wait, for war, do honor Tesla, Apothecary, and whatever, please. You're not trying. Oh, wait. Wait, what do you want me to do? For war, do honor Tesla, Apothecary, and whatever. For Guild Wars or for what? But yeah, we can go do that real quick. I believe I have that team saved too as well, if I didn't overwrite it when I was doing the video earlier. I normally run it with Honor, Tesla, or actually Honor, Apothecary, Tesla, and then a Corvash in last slot. Yeah, we can go run that real quick. I believe that's what you're asking for. Hello, Hogan. Welcome. Did you get a haircut? No, I did not get a haircut. My hair is just pressed down right now, so it doesn't look as long. It's the same length that it's always been, though. It's just I took a shower recently, so it looks different. Yeah, that's what my hair looks like when it's like damp and pressed down. It's still the exact same amount of hair I had, always. It just looks a lot lower because it's not all curly or anything. Weighed down by water. Okay, let me go run that team real quick. I believe I have it saved. Tesla Honor Stun. Yeah, Apothecary, I do it slightly different order. Apothecary, Honor, Tesla, and Emperor Corvash. But yeah, it's just still the same general concept. Maybe I should get a haircut. I will be soon. I'll be shaving all the things. Probably in the next week or two. That, or I could just keep wetting it down every time. Most people don't even seem to notice the difference, so I could technically do that every time. And no one would know. I could say I got a haircut and I could just keep doing this for like a month and no one would even notice, probably. Let's see. We'll go and take the yellow. What else do we move? Take the brown up, get the blue, get an apothecary. Also, you might be wondering, why on earth am I not... Oh, that's not the color I meant to move. It didn't move the right one. I meant to take the brown down into that color. But you might be wondering why on earth I'm using an apothecary when we have something like an honor just sitting there. The main reason for this is to counter Tesla. To counter Scion. We're not specifically up against a Scion right now. But I ended up doing this just to make sure honor wouldn't get hit by it. Back when that used to be a bit more of a big deal. As this current moment in time, not as many people are running Scion, so I could probably switch it back if I wanted to. But that's the whole reason why I have her in first slot, even though she takes a lot more skull damage than what a honor would end up taking. Okay, we'll do this on red. Very nice. Do this on red again. Go straight into that Tesla. We're trying to go straight into that Tesla, not really working out. And one more poke. Come on, get it. Nice. Oh, didn't get the mana, but we can just swipe it. And that is way more than enough damage. I would have one-shot them from the very first turn. And down it goes. You have to clickbait it. Have you done a video on PvP defense gem priority? I have not. I have not gone over to gem priority, really, like, at all. I haven't done a single video going over it. Mainly because it's pretty hard to test, since I don't know what the enemy is using. So I would basically have to go and test it just on my own, using my own teams constantly. Because I wouldn't be able to test it specifically in PvP, because as this current moment in time, there's no way to indicate what your enemy's gem priorities are. You just have to face them. Like right now, I have no clue what his priorities are. He could be focused on green, blue, skulls, who knows. There's no really definitive way to tell what each one of his fields are. So I'd have to keep fighting myself and test different various things with it. As far as gem priority, based on the fact that it only works in normal defense, and the fact that winning normal defense is almost pointless, there's almost no point in even using the whole gem priority system in the current state that it's in. For any of you that don't know, it has absolutely no effect on the Guild War, like how your Guild War team ends up functioning. It does not apply to that, so that's the only place where it would even be relevant if it did apply, but it doesn't apply to it, so it's basically irrelevant at all. For any of you that don't know, it is basically pointless to try to win in the normal defense, mainly because the value that you get from losing a normal defend is better than the value that you get from actually winning it. So most people don't even bother with it these days. Only in Guild Wars is it really important to actually win. Oh, well, that was bad. He already got a Devour. What is with these Krakens? You know, even if they removed the entirety of Devour on Kraken, I was mentioning this to someone on the forum earlier too, because they were bringing up like Kraken and how overpowered it is. But they could remove the entirety of his Devour chance, and Kraken would still be one of the strongest troops in the game, mainly because its double trait is amazing. Similar to Queen Mab, she can do literally nothing on her ability, and she would still be used just for her Winter Veil. Well, we'll go get rid of green. I don't want to get rid of blue, obviously. Almost just did it because there were so many on the board, but I need to keep that for our Tesla right there. Get a Skull Poke, throw this down, get it down again, and hopefully that'll be enough for cleanup. And if it is, then we'll win. If not, then yeah, that's going to be bad. And that is indeed enough. Tesla, and that should be the team wipe. Down it goes. Moving to the left is lower priority, yes. Left is lower priority, right is higher priority. So, for example, if you wanted your team to take, let's say, brown gems, you would set them all the way to the top. And let's say you don't want them ever taking blues, then you would set it all the way to the bottom. With the current defend team I use, I'm using, I haven't bothered switching this for almost like a month or two now, but it's Scion, Ragnagord, Famine, Death. It's also what I use for my Guild War defense, just because I don't really bother switching. So I have brown and red as the highest priority because I want Ragnagord to always be first. I have Skulls next up because I want the AI taking Scion mana. I have green and yellow as mid-range because we'll be needing these for Famine, though it's not the highest of priority. I do want it to actually be taking it. And then I set blue and purple as the lowest because Scion should be able to get all of its mana from Ragnagord as well as from just hitting them with Skulls. So there's no need to actually take these two colors because once the Scion does die, which is quite inevitable when using it on a defend team, I do not want the AI constantly going for Death's mana. I want it to be going for Ragnagord into Famine instead. And that's basically what I'm going for here. But yeah, the lower you put it, the smaller the little icon gets, the lower its priority. The higher to the right you put it, the likelier it is that the AI will take that color. You can kind of tell by how big it is. The bigger the icon is, the more likely it'll be to take that color. Can you show a nice Kraken team without Queen Mab? How many Krakens do you have? Because I believe most non-Queen Mab Kraken teams run with double of her. You can also just run something like a double Wisp if you wanted to. Because a lot of people are pretty much doing that at the moment with a Kraken KrissTigger if you still have it. It's the variant of multiple Wisp team that a lot of people tend to use, particularly people that don't have a Queen Mab. You just put a single purple into this and then prioritize the other color on, oops, wrong order. And put the other, well, I guess either order would be fine. But we'll put this onto a green here, a purple-green. We can find where on earth that is. It's the little one with the web. Come out, web. I know you're in here. Where are you? There you are. So we'll go get that web. Oh yeah, I still need to go do dungeons as well. No, you only have one Kraken, so this will end up working then. Assuming you have a KrissTigger. And if you don't have a KrissTigger, you can use a giant spider instead. And if you do use the giant spider, put it in third slot, not fourth. But yeah, you can replace it out with a giant spider. I just prefer you doing KrissTigger. People will do KrissTigger too if they use it for defend as well. It just allows you to have the summon, gives you a lot more board control, and is overall just a little bit better than using a giant spider in this particular instance. Mainly because the Wisp is so insane, and you're going to be taking purple anyways when trying to make the Wisp function. Oh no, he got an extra turn. Luckily he does not have a Queen Mab. We'll go throw that down, get herself... Oh wait, I could have taken purple there. Whoops, fail. Well then. That's not the greatest. We'll just go take a Skull Poke. What else we need to move around? Go and take a green. Let it do its thing. Gets another Dragon Soul. And what else? We'll go and move over a Skull just for a poke. Go do all that. We'll go take another poke. Take another poke. Oh, come on. There we go. And now we just need to get the last little bit of mana we need to get the final blow. I guess we'll start on Kraken. We won't be able to get the Devourer, but we'll get the extra little bit of damage if we can land some extra turns. Let's go try that for the extra turn, and we do indeed get it. Every extra turn will be 3 additional damage to him due to using the single Kraken. Trying to get the last little bit of our mana. Come on, Kraken, you got this. Get that extra turn on blues and wipe it out. There we go, take that down. Take the blue, could have taken that brown at the top, and that's enough to kill it. And down it goes. Well, it didn't go the greatest right there, but definitely did. Oh, come on. Definitely ended up winning pretty easily. Try this team with your 2 dungeon. Oh, when I do dungeon. Hero, Assassin, Mountain Crusher, Poison Master, Bone Naga, and Uryali, Frozen Banner. Sure, we can end up doing that. I don't see why not. Let me go switch my hero class if it's still for free. Yes, it is. So we'll go run Assassin. Haven't run Assassin for a while. It is a really, really decent thing to trait. Most people probably won't trade it, though, due to the cost that it has. I believe it's 16 red-purple, if I'm not mistaken. And generally, people put that in, like, Wisp, Dragon Soul, and other more valuable troops rather than putting it into Assassin, which does make sense. Oh, this is my suggested team slot. Oops. I don't even have it named as suggested team because I end up changing it for the video. Suggested teams. There we go. Double S. Like a snake. Okay, so let's go, which makes sense because it's all of those. Let's go with Poison Master. Oops, that's not going to bring him up. Let's go with Master. Oh, wait, how are there so many Masters? Oh, because of Mastery. Aha. Where's Poison Master? I type in Master and it doesn't even bring up Poison. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say. Okay, so we'll go Poison Master. We'll bring the Mountain Crusher. We'll go with the Bone Naga. And there's also your Owie. And Bone Crush. Or Crush? Wait, what? Oh, it's Mountain Crusher. Well, Crush will still bring it up. And there we go. Banner will set to... Let's see, you said Frozen Banner, +2 blue, +1 purple. Yeah, that would end up working to rush up the Poison Master. And there we go. Okay, let's go use this for dungeons. Oops, says not dungeons. Also, how many resources? How many resources are we enough to right now? For it, let's see. We're getting there. We are getting there. We're about 1,000 diamonds away from getting another mythic if we want. Too bad the thing wouldn't be able to craft a mythic immediately, because we're getting a new mythic on Friday, but we do not have that mythic currently craftable. Ideally, it would be craftable the week after or something. So that'd be pretty cool too, if they end up doing it like that. There's no point in us ever doing that though, because we always want to get it on the very first day, so I can show it for all the videos and everything. I should be able to get it. We have 23,000 gems sitting there. At worst, it'll knock us down to like 18,000 probably. Ideally, we'd get it a bit quicker than that, particularly since I will have 578 gem keys. That alone should be enough to actually get ourselves a new mythic. So ideally, that will happen. Anyways, let me go do the dungeon battles right now. Oops, I keep clicking the wrong button. Okay, well, let's get into the fights. I wonder if I'll start clicking them better when they do the new interface or not. That or I'll be clicking even worse. Oh yeah, oops, I need to go change hero to Naga. I thought I kept it as Naga. Oh no, I probably put it on attack, because I was running in a non-Naga team earlier. Yeah, I'll go switch it after this battle, because it does count for that 2 additional damage if it was using the Naga. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's your turn already. There we go. And let's match. Oh, he even got a skull to poke it down with. Yeah, let me go and give him his correct trait thingy. Let's see. Hero. Class. Assassin. And where... There it is. Yep, it was on attack. There we go. Oops, wrong place again. Dungeon, and into the second battle. Yeah, that's something else too. The Mountain Crusher, if used with a hero class that has a 50% mana start, which is not what we're using right now, but if we were to have it with a hero class that has a 50% mana start, it is the quickest possible cast in the entire game for an explosion. It only has a cost of 6, which is 1 cheaper than Ragnagord, which has a cost of 7. It's still generally better. Oh, excuse me. Oh. It is still generally better to do a Ragnagord, but if you happen to want to go for like super ultra quick, you would end up going for a Mountain Crusher for 1 shorter mana. Most people just go with Ragnagord simply because you can +1 him to get it in the exact same amount of time. But with the Cruncher, the Mountain Crusher, I mean, you don't need to worry about giving it a +1, which is what we're doing right now. We have no +1 on it, yet it's still able to 1-turn it for full mana. Well, it would be if we were using the correct class. It's going to be 2-turn now, but you know, if it gets the 50%, 50% will bring it up to a 5 mana, and then it only needs 6 mana to go to full, which means it doesn't need the +1 to be able to do so. Alright, well, let's go take some manas. Start getting either of our 2 explosions up. Probably the Poison Master first. Really wish we had an empowered on this team of some kind. Nagas only have 1 empowered, and it's a Lamia, which is kind of pointless because she doesn't have any board control, and Wisp is much better of a enchant. I mean, charm. So it's not going to matter much using Lamia anymore. Maybe once, maybe if she gets a small buff and the other one gets nerfed, it might be useful, but in the current state of Wisp, there's no point in ever using a Lamia, because Wisp is way superior to it, and it's basically the same color anyways. They only have a 1 color difference. They both use red. Lamia is a red-blue, and Wisp is a red-purple. Ooh, that Devourer. That's a dangerous Devourer right there. Well, 1 more left, and we got all the Bone Nagas. Now let me go take a skull because we're gonna need to kill him anyways. At this point, probably another poison master. Get the explosions we need. Yali's not gonna be able to help too much, mainly because she keeps AoEing them. There we go. Get another one of those up. Let's go take the skull, and that's match. Actually, probably good to split damage him at that point. But, oh well, down it goes. We can go try it in PvP real quick. And there we go. Well, that's all the battles. Let's go claim our diamonds, our gem reward, and get some diamonds and all that. And what does that bring our totals to for the Soul Forge? Let's go into Soul Forge. Go into jewels, diamonds, convert them all. Yes, and that brings our grand total to 3,080 diamonds and a bunch of other ones. A bunch of these little things. These things are pretty useless at this current moment in time, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get something useful in the future. The only thing you really have to dump them into is, after you've gotten every weapon, are the summoning stones and the and celestial trait stones if you wanted those. And surprisingly, I believe celestial trait stone is the only thing in the entirety of Soulforge. I didn't even realize this till just now, but I believe it's the only thing in the entirety of Soulforge that does not require souls to actually craft. I did not notice that because all these require souls for sure. Trait stones, every single one of these require souls other than celestial. Every troop, or even the little small things, I don't think these things should charge any souls. It seems extremely dumb. Or if they do, it should be only like 25 or something, because that's how much the actual troop is worth. And all these, of course, require souls, and even others, well, that just makes you souls, so it's a complete waste. We'd get a lot of souls if we did that. We'd end up getting 30,800 souls, though I can guarantee that 3 legends are way better than that many souls. You can farm that many souls in like an hour. 2 hours if you're early game. But yeah, everything, I didn't notice that. Everything except this trait stone right here, the celestial trait stone, requires souls. So this is the only thing that doesn't. And we can create 2 of them. No, we'd have no need for that. I think I have like 200 or something on reserve that I don't even need. Let's see, we're up to, where'd it go? 217. So we pretty much have enough forever. As far as celestial trait stones are concerned, or really every trait stone is concerned. Hello, Allison. Welcome. You started to play by appointment of a friend, and you started watching your channel, and very good, one of the best. Thank you. You could demonstrate one with a team to start using the Herald of Chaos. Do you have a Valkyrie yet? Generally, if you're running Herald of Chaos in early game, you want to run it with a Valkyrie. He has a pretty good boost ratio that ends up working for early game. He's not something that you'll use for the entirety of your gameplay, but for starting off when you don't have that much, he's definitely a pretty solid troop. The main reason you want to use him with something like a Valkyrie is because Valkyrie puts a lot of blues on the board. It's also good to have a Valkyrie leveled because you're going to need to level her anyways due to her synergies that she gets used within later in the game. Whereas Herald doesn't really get used much later on, it's still going to be pretty decent to have. Also, I think we just lost with this team. Let's see, we'll go throw down the brown explosion. Need to get another drain on it. Skull down. Don't need to do anything there. Make sure there's no extra turns left, and just do the true damage. Oh, one thing down. Still got to deal with that gigantic hit though. And now he gets to summon. I have not seen anyone ever use the Erskine crown. For any of you that don't know, there's actually a new Urska mythic coming next Friday. It should be pretty decent too. It looks overpowered based on what we've seen of it so far, though there is a possibility it will be changed up, and I'm pretty sure it could be nerfed really soon. We'll have to see. Generally, they don't nerf mythics though, so really interesting to see what they end up doing with it. You have 3 Celestials left. It can be a little bit annoying to farm Celestials, mainly because there isn't any direct way to do it easily. One thing that does help you quite a bit is making sure you have 50 diamonds spare every single diamond day on Sundays, I believe it is when Diamond Days falls. Mainly because that will allow you to get 1 free Celestial, or basically free, with how many other resources you get with it as well. Other than that, basically just a random drop from everything you do. If you happen to do a lot of arcane, or arcane trait stone farming and explore, that generally gives you a pretty decent amount. mainly because it's around a 3% chance per battle when you're doing Explore that you will end up getting a Celestial Trait Stone. So given on how many you can win per hour, that's generally at minimum 1 Celestial Trait Stone an hour. Yeah, I kind of look like that guy now with my hair pressed down. That's funny. Anyways. Okay. What was I going to go do? Oh yeah, I was going to make a early game Herald team. I probably won't be able to use it because it's going to probably fail later in the game. But I'll go show you one as far as what you would actually use. So definitely get the Herald. Get the Valkyrie. You would need a good blue early game troop. Let's see what that might be. I know Druid could be okay. Knight Coronet would be okay if you have. Astral Spirit wouldn't be horrible, though it doesn't synergize with the damage type. Bonnie Rose, if you have it, would be great. Skullbeard would be okay. Crimson Bat would be amazing if you had it somehow. What is there? Probably Druid would be a pretty cheap one that would still be decent to actually use. What else is cheap and useful under blue damage? That is relatively easy to obtain. KrissTigger would be amazing, though I'm pretty sure you don't have that. What else is there? That's too expensive. Queen Mab would be good, but also too expensive. Rowan would work. Putting a Rowan third slot. You get her for free from Forest of Thorns if you haven't done that quest line yet, and it could be a possible option for you if you want to go down that route. Druid would be a lot easier to obtain though. But if you wanted to go out of your way, you could do something like a Rowan plus an armor buffer for it. We could go with something like a Templar even, and use the basically get rid of the reds in order to create us greens that will then feed into Rowan, and then you can get the Valkyrie to feed both of them up. So you could do something like that if you wanted to with the Templar there. And he also has a +1 on blue, which would synergize with Valkyrie's +1 on blue, giving you a lot of extra bonus for it. And then you would just go something like a yellow blue banner, yellow brown, anything like that to kind of help fill everything up. Probably yellow brown would be the best bet here. Yellow for the Valkyrie, brown for the Hero to Chaos, as well as the bleed into the Templar for the additional mana. So you could run something like this. And if you don't happen to have a Rowan, you can just run a Druid and one other damage source that would fit in to cover whatever colors you might be missing. So this does indeed end up covering everything, I do believe. Yeah, it does cover all 6 of the colors. Generally, when you make a team, particularly in an early game, you do want to make sure you can cover everything. Let's even go use this real quick. Pretty sure this late in the game it'll fail, but it's budget enough that it should be pretty easy and to build and would work in early game for Hero to Chaos. The Hero to Chaos is generally more of an early game troop. The biggest reason for this is the biggest part of his value actually comes from his boost ratio, and every boost ratio in the game basically becomes weaker the later you get into the game, except for stat line boost ratios like Rowan, where it actually gets stronger the later you get into the game. That's the only exception. Right here we'll just throw Rowan. We don't have any alignment for this, but then we get it right off the top. Very nice. And keep getting those yellows, and ideally we'd get a Surge on one of them, and that would give us a full Valkyrie right there. What else can we move around? Go move that. Start getting Templar up. And need to make sure we get the other Rowan too. Okay, we did not get the Surge, which is realistic to early game at least, if nothing else, because generally in early game you don't get too many Surges either. Don't have alignment for this for an extra turn, so we're going to have to just simply take something like Browns to try to get Hero to Chaos up. We can also do it off of purple if we wanted to, but we'll go do that. So we also get Templar. He has his ability, and I have no direct way of stopping that, so we could do this in boost ratio off the blues. Not really any particularly good place to do it, but we'll just go do it right there. Ideally, that would have hit on attack, so he wouldn't have killed us, but he does indeed get the Herald taken out. So we'll just go and, I guess, throw down a skull. It will freeze us off of him, but let's just throw down, not a shield yet. We're not frozen on blue, so I could convert out green if I wanted to. Not really a color I want to go and get rid of, but it will give us our Rowan to full mana, which is one of the biggest benefits we would need from it. So we'll go move that over. Shouldn't be able to kill that easily, so we'll just go armor buff it, get an armor for everything. We got a little bit of mana out of it too, which we didn't particularly need in that instance, but better to have it than not. He'll take the yellow and hopefully into a skull. He might also use that ability. We'll just throw a big Rowan down and see if we can get one more to kill it off with. Go and do that. Not going to be able to get alignment since we did end up converting out the green, but we can still cascade the other mana. And yeah, he'll just hopefully just throw that blankly, and then we win. Okay, so it still ended up working. Not as good as it would earlier on in the game. Rowan's actually quite potent early on. Particularly once you reach level 10 All Kingdoms, because you'll have the stat line to really be able to utilize her too. But if you don't have her, you can just use the Druid or something else, and you get her for free from Forest of Thorns. A Hero to Chaos you get for free too if you complete Uploaded Lands. Not quite sure if that's how you initially got him or not, but you'd want to complete out this kingdom anyways in order to unlock the Soul Forge. If you haven't already done that, you'd want to unlock Blighted Lands for Soul Forge. You would also want to unlock Drifting Sands for the dungeon system, which is a daily thing that gives you resources towards the Soul Forge. Yeah, no problem, Allison. Hope that helped. How can you find your latest version of Explore teams? You can only find one from 7 months ago. I believe I did a more recent one. Let me go check real quick. Generally, going on my channel, going to the search bar and searching anything is the easiest way to go. If you just go to Tacet or just click my channel, or not my channel, but that's how I get to my channel. But if you just click when you're on my channel and click over to videos, and there should be a search bar all the way to the right over there. Not the one all the way at the top of the screen, but the one like within my channel-ish area. On mine, it's right next to the word About. It has like home, videos, playlist, channels, discussion about, and then a little like search icon. If you click that and then search anything there, it'll search my entire channel for that keyword. And I generally tag things good enough that it would hopefully bring it up. So let's say we go for Explore right now. If I type in the word Explore, well, I found the one from 7 months ago. So I found the one you were talking about. I did another one 1 year ago. No, that was 1 year ago. I thought that said 1 month. I have not actually done an updated Explore team. I think the main reason for this might be because the Explore meta hasn't changed for a while now. Because this one from 7 minutes ago is the exact team I still use now. So I believe the main reason I haven't done another video going over how to explore is because it's exactly the same. I don't have the correct hero class set right now, but the premise of it is still the same regardless of if you have it or not. But you just go to Explore, any Explore that you need trait stones in. We still need yellow, green right now. Hey, we even found a triple undead, nice. But what we'll do is just go and use this team. It is a Princess Elspeth, mandatory that's fully traded, or else it's going to be too slow. A Bombot that does not need to be traded. A Black Manacles using either Black Manacles or War and Peace. It has to be any brown weapon that hits all enemies. Any weapon that can do that, so that's both brown and hits all enemies, will work. Black Manacles is just the best one at doing this. You would also want to use a Mechanist class fully traded. If you don't have Mechanist class fully traded, like right now we're not using it, it's perfectly fine. And last slot needs to be any brown troop in the entire game. And if you can afford it, the best thing you can do is a fully traded Troglodyte, because this will give you 5 stats to all your brown. And since you'll be using Bombot and a brown weapon that hits all enemies, this would then end up giving you 5 additional magic on both of them, as well as armor, which will increase your Bombot by about 2 or 3 damage as well. So you get quite a bit of value. But yeah, this is not the optimal, because I'm not using a Mechanist class at the moment, but it still works exactly the same. You just use your fully traded Elspeth as soon as all the traits go. Use it on your Troglodytes. You throw down the Bombots, and there you go. And if that didn't work, you would then follow up with the Black Manacles. The main reason you want to use it with a Mechanist class is mainly because it saves you time over the course of an hour. Mainly because not every battle is going to go perfect like that, and having half mana on both your Bombots and your hero due to the Mechanist class will just speed up the battles quite a bit. But as you can see, even without it, we're still pretty much doing exactly the same. Though overall it would speed it up if you could afford getting fully traded mech class on your hero. As you can see, that's basically what you do. And there's currently no team in the last 7 months that has come anywhere close to winning. Or I shouldn't say not anywhere close. There's a couple other teams that you can use that win about as quick as this. But there isn't anything that I'm aware of that wins quicker than Princess Elspeth fully traded, Bombot, Black Manacles fully traded using Mechanist fully traded, and a Troglodyte fully traded. There can't get any faster than that. And it's the best way to farm trait stones and explore in general. It's more of an end game team. If you wanted something quicker for early game, I generally run Valkyrie, Rowan, Double Siren. The Double Siren being fully traded, and ideally the Valkyrie being fully traded as well. Yeah, it is insanely fast. It's currently the most, the fastest team that anyone is aware of as this current moment in time. There isn't anything that wins quicker than that. It can win over 3 times per minute. So if you break that down, what is that then? That's about 150 to about 200 wins per hour approximately. So that is a lot of wins, that is for sure. Definitely very quick. Troglodyte gives +5 stats to every brown ally, and killing it with Elspeth gives you always brown mana. Yeah, that's the whole reason for using a Troglodyte there. You want to always make sure you use a pure brown and last slot, because Elspeth makes it so you do a random mana on them. So if we were, for example, to do black manacles, if we were to kill this out, it would have a 50% chance that it would do brown, or a 50% chance that it would do purple. If you do it on a troop that only has one color, like a Troglodyte, or any troop with only one color, it will ensure that you only create that color. And of course, since we want brown, we just use it on a Troglodyte. And the specific reason for using Troglodyte is for the extra stats that it gives. The +5 to everything, which works really well with Bombot and also decently with the Black Manacle for synergy. Alright, let's just throw the dragons against this. Oh, I'm still using this as my dragon team. I should probably adjust this slightly. It's a little bit annoying not using every color on a dragon team, even though it's technically more damage. It's just you can sometimes get really clunky boards where you can't do anything when you do it like this. Any team that uses a limited amount of colors will generally reach the point when that happens. We'll go through a Dragon Soul here. Actually, you know what? Let's go through KrissTigger first, just to make sure we don't have any blues. Never mind, so it looks like we're putting blues on the board. So we'll go take out all that. Not too many blues. He'll still miss when he does his ability. Or should still miss, I would hope. Yep, there we go. Oh, no, please still hit. Really? Okay, well, let's throw that one first, because he's going to try draining it soon. Surprisingly, he's not core vashing us, which I'm perfectly fine with. Oops, that didn't click. Which I'm perfectly fine with, because we can just do that. No extra turn there, because it was all red. He is still refusing to use core vash, which I actually am in favor of, because that would have drained us, and that would have not been good, but down he goes. Tacet, do you not have a troop? Wait, what do you mean by that? Do I not have a troop? Not quite sure what that question means. What banner do you use for that Explorer? Oh, for the Explorer, I believe it's double brown, I want to say. Pretty sure it's double brown. Yeah, it's double brown. Yeah, just double brown. Simple double brown. So you can get the reason for this is if you're using Mechanist class, well, obviously you're making a lot of browns, but the other reason is if you're using Mechanist class with Bombot, it brings it up to 5 mana. So a single brown pair, even if it doesn't surge, would end up being full mana if you have a Mechanist fully traded. So even if you're having the absolute worst board possible, you would still be able to get the Bombot up quickly, which is also one of the reasons why that team is so quick. Bombot also, for any of you that don't know, is one of the highest damage AoEs in the entire game. The downside to him, of course, is that he kills himself after he does it. But as far as the initial damage when you're just trying to do an explore battle, it's really, really potent, since it doesn't matter if he lives or not. You're just trying to win quickly. It doesn't matter if it stays alive. So you get a lot of value out of him. Now, what do you get the hero weapon? Oh, Black Manacles you get at 40 brown, 40 purple hero mastery. I normally mention War and Peace, because War and Peace is easier to obtain than that. War and Peace you can obtain from completing out the Adana questline, then completing out the KZL questline, which is all the way up north. It's the one with all the dwarves. Once you do that, you'll end up getting a free War and Peace weapon. And you can do that by like level 40 or 50, if you were to rush it down immediately. Probably even a little bit earlier than that. It's really easy to get. You could probably get it within one play session, because it would, assuming you pretty much already have Adana completed, most people do. So if you just have to do KZL and get to that point, it would only take you about an hour, maybe 2 hours at most. So it's relatively quick to get, whereas 40 brown purple can be quite time consuming, mainly because if you evenly put all of your colors into every color, it'll take you until getting around level 250 on your hero before you actually get Black Manacles. Black Manacles is better, but it's not a necessity. Any brown full AoE weapon will work. It's just out of every brown full AoE weapon, Black Manacles is the cheapest mana cost. Not only is it the cheapest mana cost, but it has a 20% chance to devour, and in some instances in Explore, that can speed up the battle. Not often, but it's better than not having a 20% chance of instantly killing. Like, for example, the extra 2 attack that you get on all allies does almost nothing when you're using the War and Peace. Alright, well, let's go get a KrissTigger now. Oh, come on now. That's bad. I needed that Manus. Let me start not taking any KrissTiggers and just focus the Dragon Soul. Actually, let me just kill it. There we go. And that solved that problem. There's one way to do it. Move that over, take the reds, get a Dragon Soul down. Go from there. End your turn already. No, he died. Okay. Take the skull, take the blues, take the explosion. And that gives us a Christine X to throw down. Or not. That gives us a Dragon Soul at least. Still have that left. And is that enough damage? Nowhere's near. But we'll go do that for some mana. And then double Dragon Soul for the win. And there we go. I even extra turned it right at the end there. Perfect for us. Let's see. Why do you use... Oh, never mind. I already answered that. Also, hello, Belden. Welcome. Welcome. Also, hello, Shinobi Blaze. Welcome as well. And Ricky Beef. I didn't already say hi. Anyways, is that all the questions? Does anyone else still have any questions? I believe we will be heading out for the night after this one battle, I guess. So if anyone has any last-minute questions, feel free to leave them in chat. We'll be back tomorrow night, as we always are, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next order of business as far as informative guide-like videos will likely be to do a video I've been meaning to do for ages now, which is the basically what you should do in early game, mid game, and late game in Gems of War. Basically like how to progress, what to aim for at every level range and stuff like that. For people I've been asking. I've gone over it many times, but like many things, it's not something I specifically made a video for yet. So that'll be the next order of business. If anyone has any last minute questions, feel free to leave them. Otherwise, I'll see you all tomorrow or whenever. We will be streaming, as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now every night. And other than that, we'll also be Fridays and Saturdays. We start at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we end up streaming both of those times when we have a couple of redeem codes as well for free resources to hand out. You know, not everyone of them is mythic, but the fact that he has everything is mind-boggling. Oh, the fact that we have everything right now, yeah, on mythic. We don't have all of them ascended to it, but as far as every new mythic that comes out, we do make sure to get it so that we can do a video on it and everything like that. Like, for example, new mythic's coming out this Friday for any of you that aren't aware, so definitely save your gem keys and glory keys for it. Looks like it's going to be pretty strong, and we'll make sure to do a video and everything for that this Friday. Gotta wake up super early. I can't wait till time goes back, because it's not as bad once time goes back, because as of this current moment, the event switches over at 3 a.m. in my time. And after the time shifts by an hour by me for daylight saving time, it's going to be only 2 a.m. So when I end up like staying up on something like a Monday, it's not going to be as much that I would have to stay up for, because it would go an entire hour earlier than what it would normally be. How much did you spend end up having all these trait stones? How much time or how much money? As far as how much money I have into this game, I believe it's around $200-ish these days. I keep losing track, but it's somewhere around $200. Whatever it is, it got me to VIP 6. So I believe VIP 3 is 130. I forget how much VIP 6 is, but off the top of my head, I think it's like around 200-ish. Yeah, about that much money is how much I spent on the game. As far as on trait stones, I don't think I've ever bought a single trait stone with actual money, unless it just happened to come with something. All my trait stones have just been from playing for a very long time. A good majority of them has come from just random battles. Some of them have come from Explorer, when I just like farm it with the Bombbot team. It farms things very quickly. And other than that, a good majority of them, probably like 80% of every trait stone I've ever gotten, has been from saving 100% of my glory and only buying the weekly event packs. That's why I say to do so. If you do this for an entire year, if you're even just playing more towards the casual side, you'd almost have every trait stone you would ever need, just from simply saving all your glory for buying them through these packs. It would mean you wouldn't be able to open up glory keys via glory, but it would save you a lot of time in having to farm arcane trait stones. Like right now, you could technically buy infinite arcane stoics and arcane beast trait stones if you happen to have the glory for it. If, let's say, buying 6 of these, it is way quicker to actually obtain 1,800 glory than it is to try farming 6 arcane beast trait stones. So a lot of people tend to just save all the glory for these, as it's the most time efficient way to actually obtain them. Let's see, you done KZL but didn't get the weapon from it? Are you sure you did end up doing Adana first? Because there's a bonus quest line at the end of it that isn't available until you reach either a certain point in Adana or complete Adana. I forget which. But if you haven't done that already in Adana, it will not unlock the bonus quest line in KZL. I believe that's the thing that unlocks it. I'm almost guaranteed. Because I know in my previous account, or not my previous, but like the very first Let's Play account we ended up doing, that was what we ended up having to do in order to unlock it. Yeah, you have to finish part of Adana in order to unlock it. Otherwise, it will just give you, what's his name? Emperina. It will give you Emperina, and then if you click on quest, it will say no quest available. If it says that, that means you need to go do Adana. So there's a good possibility you didn't end up getting the bonus little quest line thingy. Oh yeah, we do have mail. What do we have? The Fen reward. It's just the Fen reward. It's like, yeah, 83 souls. It's almost nothing. But hey, 83 is more than 0. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow night. See you all later. New Mythic this Friday, so I'll make sure to go over all that. And, yeah, have a wonderful week, everyone. Oh, let's see. One last question. Would you spend glory keys this week to try to get the Mythic? Or save them for the Kingdom later this month? Oh, save them for the Kingdom. I would definitely save them for the Kingdom. Personally, I would say never throw glory keys on to try to get a Mythic, unless you're a really, really early game player. But if you're someone who has like a couple thousand glory keys saved, you want to save every single one of those for new kingdoms. You don't want to use them for, you don't want to use them on Mythics. The only things you want to throw on Mythics are generally gem keys and actual gems on either more gem keys or on VIP chests if you happen to have them unlocked. That's the only thing you should really try throwing at Mythics. Glory keys should always be saved for new kingdoms if you're at that point. Gold keys should be saved for new kingdoms. Glory keys for new kingdoms. Gem keys are for Mythics. Event keys are for whenever a new legend goes into the event key drop pool, or if you don't have a specific legend to get that legend when it's on an event week, like today or this week is Kraken, for example. Guild chests you can either throw at the end of the week or save them similar to gem keys and use them only for Mythics. And VIP chests you basically throw exclusively whenever there is a Mythic, since they have the highest chance of actually obtaining one. Also, hello, Anthony. Also, goodbye, Anthony, because we're actually heading out right now. So, thank you, everyone, for coming down. I'll see you all later. And thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And have a wonderful week. Goodbye, everyone.